Choosing your auto liability coverage limits is an important decision. So that's why we've created this brief video. We want to make it easy for you to understand your insurance options. This way you can make an informed decision on the ways you can protect yourself from financial risk. So what exactly is liability coverage? Well, liability coverage pays for the injuries or damages to other people or their property caused by you or someone driving your vehicle. The two liability coverage types are bodily injury liability and property damage liability. And every state has different laws dictating the minimum coverage you must carry for this. So let's walk through a brief example that will help you to better understand the importance of selecting the appropriate liability coverage levels. Let's say you have an accident. You are distracted momentarily and rear-end the Lexus in front of you. There are 4 people in the car, and all of whom suffer some injuries. And for discussion purposes, we'll imagine that you live in Los Angeles and have the California minimum coverage levels in place of 15, 30, and 5. This means your insurance company would cover the cost of any one person's injuries, rehabilitation expenses, pain and suffering, and time lost from work up to $15,000. But they would not pay more than $30,000 for the accident, regardless of how many people were injured. This is the bodily injury portion of liability insurance. And your insurance company would also pay up to $5,000 for the property damage. So now let's take a look at how your coverage would apply. There's 4 people injured, and the cost to cover their injuries totaled $89,000, and the damage to their vehicle was $13,000. So in reviewing your coverage amounts, you'll see that your policy would pay $30,000 for all injuries, and $5,000 for the property damage. So where does the remaining $59,000 for bodily injury and $8,000 for property damage come from? Well, once your policy pays the maximum limits, you could be held personally responsible for the remaining amount. In this example, this would mean that you would be responsible for paying a total of $67,000 out of your own pocket. So this is why it is so important that you consider carrying more than the state minimum coverage amounts. After all, it's not difficult to see how a simple fender bender like this could end up costing you tens of thousands of dollars if you maintain the minimum coverage levels. Call us today to learn more about how we can show you the options available that will help protect you from this financial risk.